Well, I mean, this is Plant Dad.
Thinly veiled. They're going to die if they go down there again.
Yep, probably. Most likely.
The next day, they go into the basement. No, Margaret and Diane return to the Brewsters just in time.
But here's the thing.
Yeah.
I have a note here because
they're out on a bike ride.
Yeah, but then they come back and then they're reading magazines.
Yeah.
Okay. I want to know, what the hell is Sassy Magazine? People I know, but Sassy?
Sassy is just, that's what...
Is it like a Teen Beat?
I think it might be something that is, something they shouldn't be reading. Something that...
I don't know. I mean, it sounds like, little girl magazine.
This is why Diane loves hanging out at the house, because they read things they're not allowed to read. They watch things they're not allowed to watch. There's no adult supervision.
That's true, right?
Diane...
Although, Sassy?
Sassy Magazine.
It's just...
The first
it's
S...
It's so dense. Every page has so much going on.
The first S is actually a $sign.
Oh, okay.
Now it makes sense.
Yep.
Okay.
Also, I made a note from that same page that she realizes she has a piano lesson. So I just wrote, piano lessons can be murder.
Yeah. Wait, who has a piano lesson? Diane?
Well, someone does.
Because if it's Margaret or Casey, they're not going there. Because they got nobody to take them. Dad, I had a dentist appointment.
Shut up and chew your gum.
Casey's gout is getting worse.
What's gout?
We're both iron deficient, Dad. We need meat.
Here are some pennies.
Suck on this penny, but I want it back by the end of the day. Suck it clean.
Oh, boy. I don't even know what that means.
Suck the pennies clean? It means he's cheap.
Okay.
And a bad dad.
He's a bad dad. Bad dad. Bad Plant Dad.
You sucked those pennies half as good as your mother. You get... I can't even go on.
Oh, God, we are 5 years old.
Once again, highly speculative.
Oh, God, yeah.
None of this was written. R.L. Stein did not write this.
We love you. We love your books. This is just, we're reading way too much into this, but came from somewhere.
Sucking.
Can we cut out the sucking penny stuff?
Pennies for nutrition.
Yeah, no, we'll stop.
No way. We're moving on. We're moving on.
Okay,
maybe
but we'll cut that out.
We'll cut out the part where we're talking about cutting it out. Maybe we'll see, Nick. So the next day they return. Oh, we talked about magazines.
Yeah.
So they're reading those magazines, and the dad...
No one's taking them to piano lessons.
No, the dad's got to go. And
he's picking the mom up at the airport.
Oh,
She's finally coming back.
Yeah, Diane left. She had the piano lesson.
Okay.
She had to get out of there.
Yeah.
Just in time. So their dad is now leaving to get their mom at the airport. Casey wants to fly a kite.
Yeah, why?
Mom's coming home. Let's celebrate. She said she had a lot of jeweler beads for me. But oh no, those kites, we keep them in the basement.
Oh, God damn it, guys! Why do you have to keep going into the basement? There's one rule: stay out of the basement.
The poor time management. Like their dad was there all day.
They could have just been like, "Hey, Dad, can you go down and get us our kites, please?"
Yeah, and be like, "I appreciate your newfound respect for my rule. Yes, you can have the kites, and I love you again." But no, they wait for the father to go, and they sneakily, like a couple of rats, sneak down to the basement.
Yep.
They're looking for the kites, but instead they find the rest of Martinez's clothes.
Yeah, and I have some choice quotes here on page 98. And then the banging began in the supply closet next to the shelves. Page 99. I think someone's in there, referring to the closet.
Yes.
And, yep.
Okay, so at this point, they know for certain their father's been lying. They've just been
He's
in
been
denial.
living a lie. He's been lying to himself.
Yeah. So they pry open the closet now.
Yeah.
They've gotten the courage to do it.
Yeah, with like a hammer, they're trying to pry it open.
Yeah. Can we go further and say that the kids are helping the father come to terms with his repressed
They're helping him come out of
homosexuality?
the closet.
Yes. Yes. So they see a bunch of plants with human-looking features.
Like the tomato faces.
Oh, yeah. And behind them, their father, bound in vines and gagged.
I mean, yep.
The kids... This man claims to be their real father. That other guy's just an imposter. He's
Well,
not...
I mean, he's so out of character. Like, yeah.
Yeah. But,
he's their real father. The red-blooded, all-American family man.
Okay. So this is their heterosexual father.
Yes.
That's what... Okay. If we're going with your analogy...
Yes, if we're going with my analysis.
And if we're going with what R.L. Stein wrote, he's just the human.
The real dad.
Yeah. He's not a plant man.
He's not a plant man.
So the other man is just a plant imposter. The kids reluctantly free him because honestly, both dads.
And I have a note here that their father is literally in the closet.
He literally is. And the kids, like I said, reluctantly free him because really, it's a lose-lose situation. Both of these dads are terrible.
They really are.
They're both verbally abusive.
Yeah.
One almost tried to poison them. Nothing green is good. With dirt, with green slop. And this dad quickly goes across the basement to grab the axe. And once again, this whole action of getting into the basement to get your kite, finding Martinez's clothes, freeing your dad. Mm-hmm. You know how long it takes to pick somebody up at the airport?
Yeah, it's a good, hour and a half, 2 hours.
Because
you're like, I'm landing at this time, then you gotta go through customs, you gotta pick up your bags, you gotta do this, do that, do this, do that. Well, I guess customs, she's probably, in the same country, so there's no customs. But still. There are delays, believe me, I used to be an airplane. I know what it is. There are delays on the runway, anything can happen.
You used to be an airplane?
Yeah, I'll get into that later. How I learned to fly, I'll get into that.
I understand. You were like a Thomas the Train Engine, but a airplane version
basically.
of that.
I have a file photo. We can put that up on the web zone.
Is it a plane with your face on
it? Close enough.
All right. Out of the weeds we must get now. So, in this short amount of time, the father has gone to the airport, picked up the wife, come back, and once again, standing at the top of the stairs, just super disappointed. It's like, oh my God, you've let the father, you've let
that son of a bitch out of the closet.
He's dangerous.
He's super dangerous.
You don't know what he's going to do. You kids are irresponsible.
So, keep going.
Plant dad comes down the stairs with mom.
With mom in tow.
Yeah. Mom's like,
what's going on? I never knew there were two of you.
Yeah. All this going on, and she's just trying to get over the death of her sister.
No, she pulled through.
Oh, did she?
Yeah, that's why she came home. She was doing a lot better. Otherwise, they'd be going to her for a funeral.
Oh, okay. I thought it was just
probably.
It's like if my sister dies, I come home and
my husband's a plant and
my kids are disobedient little turds. I don't know. I don't think she loves her kids very much. That's just me. So the two dads now, they try convincing Margaret, who's her daddy. Not even the mom. The mom's just staring, what's going on?
She's just I don't know what's going on. I'm sitting this one out. Kids, take point.
Plant dad is like, Margie, I'm your daddy. And then the other dad is like, I'm your daddy. We're your daddy. Who's your daddy? Who knows? How does she find out?
How does she find out? Well, first of all, real dad calls her princess. A name she hates, but she, oh, you're my real dad.
Yeah. And the other dad could have, pulled from that, too. The plant dad could have been like, oh, I know nicknames.
Yeah, because they've got the same brain.
Yeah, they got the same brain. He could have been like, hey, Fatty, come here.
No, so what ends up happening is that she takes a knife. She takes the axe away from real dad, and then she takes a knife and she
plants it firmly into her mother's heart. This is for abandoning us.
No, she jabs real dad's arm, and red blood comes out. So she's like, real dad. Although I have a note here for chapter 20 when like he's like grabbing the axe, and it mentions his face is scarlet,
Oh.
which means it's red blood. If
Yeah.
it were turning pale green, it'd be the plant guy, because that's what the blood is, assuming it's chlorophyll.
If this is you looking at it as an adult, I'm a 7-year-old reading this. But...
Yeah, but I mean, like, scarlet face, red blood,
Yeah.
real dad.
Yeah.
That should have been the tip-off. You didn't have to stab him to get the blood sample.
Stab him to make sure.
Yeah.
And then also maybe go and stab the other guy.
I would have stabbed the other guy, too. But, I mean, we find out soon enough when they give him the axe and he just swings away that, oh, it is a plant person.
Oh, it is, eh?
Oh, it is.
Okay.
They describe it as, like, a stalk and a stem and, like, green ooze.
So now, in your analogy, what is happening?
The heterosexual half of him is defeating the other urges.
Yeah. Okay.
And he is like going to be he's making the choice to get rid of that side of him and be the family man.
Okay. And that's why the mother isn't freaking out as much, because this is something she's been waiting for. It's the struggle she's been hoping is like, make the right choice.
I mean,
or else I'm leaving again.
Make the choice that's right for her, I guess. Because, I mean, like, you know.
Well, make the right choice for your family. Because if you
know,
got into this...
Let's not get into right and wrong.
I'm only saying the right thing to do would have been to be honest with yourself before you involved other people, had kids, and now, you know, this is a tricky situation. It's still a marriage.
I don't like the water we're going into, because, like, then, no. But, like...
Water helps things grow, Nick. All right, fine. We'll move past it.
Yeah.
So, anyway, he kills the...
Yeah, he kills the plant man. And, oh, yay, family's happy together. And then they free Mr. Martinez from the closet. Well, actually, it says... the quote is like, somebody get Martinez out of the closet. And I just wrote, I think Martinez is already out of the closet. Yeah,
well, what is his reaction to this?
He's just like, your work, you're onto something, so I'm going to try to get your job back at the university.
You're onto something? You're making horrible human plant creatures.
Abominations. And
they trapped us into the closet. They're trying to take over. It's like, yeah, continue this research.
I think you're onto something. It's probably like, we can weaponize this. We can use it in Desert Storm.
Imagine what good weapons plants would make.
I mean, yeah. E.T.
I don't get the reference.
Well, later.
Okay.
Okay, so that brings us to the end of the book. So what happens in the last scene?
Later on, Marg is back to her old ways, playing some capital F in the yard with her brother when she has to go pick up that Frisbee. And she leans over and hears the flowers calling out. Now, I'm laughing only because of what we've been talking about, but this was actually a truly terrifying ending to the book. Because
sure.
You kind of imagine that maybe you just killed your father, or like your father is not coming back because now you have... And it's like these flowers... There's flowers down there, and they're saying like, I'm your father, I'm your father, I'm your father. They're all saying that they're her father, but they're saying it... Now, I might have a bit of the episode rubbing off on me here, because they're saying it kind of unconvincingly, like kind of mocking her in a way. Mm-hmm. So I'm like, I don't know who to believe, and I really feel like my father's probably dead.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's like that in any, like, you know, duplicate story in anything, like, from just science fiction, Twilight Zone type stuff, where it's like, oh, you killed the right one, don't worry, and then later on it's like, wait a minute, the scar's on the wrong side.
Yeah.
Oh, no, I killed the wrong one.
Yeah. Only the one they killed did have a bunch of green blood.
Yeah. Oh, definitely.
But maybe this is just to say that their father is...
A more perfect copy. Yeah. It was a side effect. Who knows?
Yeah. Their father's just been dead for hours. He was the green slop that they were being forced to eat.
Oh, that's fucked up.
But it's definitely...
But, I mean, also, if we were going to read too much into it like we have been, it could also just be like that part of him is still there. It's very small, but it's still there.
Yeah.
And it is going to be a battle that will continue forever inside of him.
Yeah, because you can never truly get rid of it. You can mask it. You can hide it. You can do it for
But you
the
have
sake
to
of
be-
your family.